Okay, the topic of today is the following. Digital habits across generations. So I'm going to share my screen. So wait a moment, please. Can you see the screen?
Yes, teacher.
Okay. What did you understand about digital habits across generations? What do you understand about this topic? Who wants to tell me, please?
Okay, I think that is talk about social media, internet. I don't know.
Exactly. It talks about network, social media, the society using the technological tools, right? So could you say that children today are more people of good values or not? Or what do you think? It's better to live without technological tools or not?
I think depends of ages, depends of if the person is young or person is old. But I know old people that how to know drive this kind of digital habits. But I think that depends of how to like the digital habits. No matter if it's young or old, I think that's the very important thing, the interests about the person.
Exactly. So what age do you think has been better until today? For example, 90s, 80s, the new millennium. What age?
What age for K teacher?
What age do you think is better or has been better until now in the technology? So 90s, 80s, the new millennium. What do you think?
New millennium is the best generation. How to
Why do you say?
create. Tell me.
Why do you think that? Why
Because
that opinion of this?
okay, because these people born with these characteristics, signs. These people born how to know to drive the social media, internet is very easy for them.
Okay, so do you think technology is better from children of today?
I think that absolutely.
Do you think that so? But if we revise the other ages, did you need the technology for do something in your case, for example?
Okay, in my case, I need to learn more about the technology, but I try to learn about the technology in my age.
Okay, so what could be the problematics of today by causing of the technologies? what could be the problematics today of the technologies in young people and old people and on children, in children?
Well, I consider that one problem of using technology without setting boundaries is that it refrains you from enjoying the outdoor space. So you are just focused on the internet, social media, and you forget the rest of the world environment. And like, for example, enjoying walking, taking a walk in the mornings or something like that. And I think that it encloses you so much on the social media and other people's lives.
Yes, that's a good point of view. Okay, thanks so much for talking to me. So now we are going to continue with the following question. Who uses their phone the most among your family or friends? So please answer this question. Who uses more, your family or your friends, the technology? Someone?
I would say me, like here in my family, my inner nucleus. I am the one that uses the most.
So for what things do we need the technology today?
Teacher, nowadays we use technology for everything, for communicating, keep in touch, learn new knowledge and everything.
Exactly. We use the technology for studies, work, um, because we want to learn something new, a new language, or we want to see or to watch videos, programs. So we use the technology for everything. But what would you do if internet or technology didn't exist or it ran out?
That would be a difficult situation like in past, because in the past, I don't know, our ancestors should read.
Okay, it's a good point of view, but mm, we can see the other ages, right? 80s, 90s, 70s. Do you think they had a technological tool since then? It is not necessarily internet, computers, but do you think the technology, they had technology of some kind?
Teacher, could you repeat the question, please? Because my internet is working
Okay,
bad.
okay. I was asking you, so what do you think, or is in the other ages, so do you think they used technological tools since then? It doesn't
Yeah.
matter. Tell me.
Yes, I think they also have to use technology, but like in their way. For example, when they invented the bulbs or the telephones, or
Mhm.
yeah.
Okay, yes. They always used the technology, but in a different way, right? But they didn't use internet or something like a computer, or something like tablets or phones, because the only kind of communication of them were by writing, right? By reading, sorry, and by face-to-face environment, and no more. Um, they were the only technology that they had were go to a coffee shop to take a coffee or to take a beer, something like that. But now, do you think that the education today, the children of today, are or have good values today or not?
Well, I think that depends of school. There are some schools that include the values in their its education. So it depends on the families. When the father and mother teach some values about how to use technology, I think that is very important. But I think the almost young people, for example, uh, don't have enough values to um, how to write the technology. So we have like a teachers great opportunity, a great responsibility to teach great values to new generations.
Exactly. The education comes from the family or from the parents. So today, do you think parents have the responsibility to give values to their children or not? Because we need to analyze something. They use their phones for their work, for everything, for hobbies, or for see something on Facebook. But look, the education of children. They forget their children. They only pay attention to the phone. So do you think that is a correct way to educate children?
I think that no, for example, I'm father. I try to give the control with my son. With he use a cell phone or laptop. I try to use, for example, 1 hour or 2 hours during the day. I think to focus in his education. So like like parents and father and mothers has a great responsibility to how to educate her their children. So it's a it's a great point that the fathers, mothers, parents has to use in the.
Exactly. In the you forgot the last word. Okay, no more comments. Okay, perfect. Thanks so much. Now I'm going to share to you by the chat an exercise that you have to do. And the exercise is called preparation of, okay? So let me share to you the link. Okay, this is the link, so you have to make the exercise of preparation. Now, when you finish, you tell me, and I share my screen so we can correct the answers and learn a strange vocabulary. Okay. If you have any doubt, please tell me. Ok, y les quería pedir un favor. Volvemos a ingresar al mismo link, por favor. Gina, did you watch the first video, the first one?
Yeah, watching it.
Okay, the first one. So you haven't finished yet, the first one.
Oh my God. I was writing it in the chat, but then I come back here to answer you and I lost everything.
You lost everything? The links?
No, the thing that I was writing, like my mini
Okay,
essays. Mm,
okay. If you want, you can
Okay,
write down by chatting again.
yeah, okay.
But tell me when you finish the first video, okay? And after we continue with the second analysis of the second video.
Okay.
Now, did you finish the first video? Could you finish, Gina? And the other one?
Teacher, I haven't finished yet. I know
Yeah.
about it.
Okay, please tell me what did you understand about the first video? Okay,
Me?
yes, Gina.
Okay, yeah, is what I wrote in the chat is that technology have its pros and cons. Among the pros, we can mention that especially in these pandemic times, it have enabled us to keep in contact, sorry, and to continue with our studies. And it also brings us different technological and didactic tools just to make the classroom learning more more, how do you say, enriching and, yeah, didactic, since you can since we can watch YouTube videos or use these online labs to practice. But it also have some cons. For example, it aparts, like, yeah, aparts people, or, yeah, since it refrains them to socialize with the rest of the world, because it makes you to um to be all the time uh, in front of a screen and just chatting to your friends and family through this, um, yeah, through the phones, for example, using WhatsApp or the other social media. So it has its advantages if you use it responsible, but it can also be harmful if you are not, like, equilibrated or balanced when you use that.
Okay, thanks so much. Um, okay. mm, Bueno, chicos, me disculparán. No sé, hoy tuve problemas técnicos con el computador y otra vez me está pidiendo que toca finalizar la llamada para volver a ingresar. Como yo les había dicho que nosotros lo hacíamos hasta las y 20, ¿cierto? Por lo que ingresé tarde. Entonces les pido por favor que volvamos a hacerlo. Mientras tanto, pues eh, la personita que falta por participar vaya pensando en el análisis del video y pues nos va comentando después de que volvamos a ingresar. ¿Listo?
Sí, claro que sí, no te preocupes.
Sí, claro, bro.
Listo, gracias chicos. Now, please, can you give us your analysis?
Sure, teacher. Okay, the title of this video is Impact of Science Technology to the Society. So, as my classmate said before, this has some pros and some cons. And I want to bring some pros first. And first of all, they can learn on their own. They just have to turn turn the computer on and search on the internet what they are looking for example, chemistry lesson or whatever they need, and they can do it easier than before because it's just searching on internet. Another pro of this is that you can, like right now, having online lessons and learn without leaving home, without being into risk, because going out might be dangerous for everyone. So it's so much better to learn at home and do it on your own. And there are also some cons, which are um, sorry, teacher.
Okay, no problem. Now you're gonna do the last exercise of this class, okay? So you are going to write down on the chat the positive and negative effects of the technological tools and of the internet. Okay, the technology in general, okay? In education, in the society, and at work, okay?
I am so sorry, teacher, but I gotta go now.
Okay, okay, no problem, no problem,
Okay,
no
thank you
problem.
so much for everything.
Thanks,
Have a good
thanks to
one.
you, really. The same to you.
Bye bye.
Bye bye.
But
So now you, the only student.
yes, teacher. And can I finish by saying my cons? I wrote some of them of my notebook.
Yes, on your notebook, it doesn't matter. So you're going to put the negative and positive effects of the technology in general. Okay?
So can I tell you, can I say them to you?
Yes, you can tell me, no problem.
Okay, I wrote that there are more ways to cheat on any exam and be dishonest, because while you are making an exam, for example, in the case of the university, they have a kind of program which keeps your camera turned on and keeps checking on you. But you can, for example, have another device and you can cheat on that exam, and they might they might not sorry they might not realize that. And that also interrupts socialization, social, how do you say that, socialization.
Yes, they
So
were talking or they were meeting.
the technology devices interrupts socialization, because you
Uh-huh.
just keep your eyes on your screen and you prefer spending time on your device instead of playing outside or playing any game outside with any guy or any dude or something.
And are you agree with that kind of statement or with that kind of strategy?
Sorry, teacher, can you repeat the question?
So, are you agree with that kind of situation that you told me with the cameras turned on? What do you prefer?
Oh, yeah.
Okay,
Sorry, teacher, go on.
I what what do you think about, or what do you prefer? The camera off or the camera on in a class?
I think the camera on is better, because that lets you to see the other person and
Uh,
make you feel closer to the other person, because sometimes when you have the camera off, you just listen to their voice and you don't know who you are talking with, and it's like you don't feel, I don't
okay,
know how to say that.
you need to interact with another people to see the expressions of what they are feeling, right?
Exactly. Exactly, teacher. That's right.
Okay,
Yeah.
so do you think that technological tools has a positive way in that kind of situations, right? Not only for meetings by face-to-face environment, but only in the technological tools. So, for example, in this class, do you think the use of the technology and of the camera could be a possibility of improve the class in a better way?
Might be because you interact of a better way with the students and you actually
Mhm.
know the students are in there because sometimes a student just can leave the user on the screen and go to, for example, take a shower or do something
Yes,
else.
yes, it is true. I understand. For
Yeah,
that
so
reason, I make questions, and someone says, "What, teacher? What were you talking about?" Yes, I understand.
yes.
So you are right in that case. So maybe I try to make the classes like this way, like you said, with the camera on, so we can pay attention to the topic and interact in a better way.
Yes, teacher. And unfortunately, the Colombian internet connection is not really
It's
good.
not too good. Yes, I know. I know
And
some.
that, yes, teacher. And that's why you might not keep your camera and microphone on because it doesn't let you sound well. Or, yeah, other people won't understand you. You will get some lags, como eh, como cuando la cámara se laguea, no sé cómo decirlo. Son,
¿Se bloquea? ¿Se corta?
sí, como que hay interferencia, entonces pues no va a permitir, el internet de acá no va a permitir eso, que haya una buena clase si se tiene la cámara y el micrófono prendido.
Exactamente.
Entonces,
Exactamente. Ujú. Pero sí, sí sería una buena idea entonces la próxima clase hacer ese tipo de estrategia.
yes, teacher, I think that's a good idea. For example, in the case I have to make a class letter or when I have to make a class letter, I will ask my students to turn the camera on because that will be so much better for everyone.
Yes, they pay attention all the time and you are paying attention to them. So if they understood or really not, of if they are doing another things.
Yes, teacher, and you can realize if they understand or they don't with their face expression. Sometimes that um,
Or maybe
no
sometimes
speak.
they sleep on the class.
Yeah.
You are not like that way, right? Because you are lovely now.
No, I'm not, teacher.
No, for that reason, I'm going to make you a question. So, did you understand the topic of today?
Yes, teacher, I did.
Okay, you didn't sleep.
No, I didn't. I paid attention to the class.
Okay, okay, yes. Okay, so I hope I can talk to you again the next class. Maybe if there are another thing because today I was late, but it wasn't because me, but it was because my work. So I have a meeting in my work, so I couldn't sing early. It was unexpected.
I got it, teacher. No problem.
Okay.
But
So,
anyway, this was a good class.
okay. I hope you can learn the next class and in a better way. I really apologize for that. Okay.
No problem, teacher. Thank you so much for the lesson. And
Okay. Okay, thanks to you. So have a good night. Take care of you. Bye bye.
Bye bye, teacher. Thank